सूरज वाल दिया मंदी ऊंची मंदी दीवा कौन दरे कौन दरे कौन दरे कौन दरे.
Hello everyone, welcome to Aakarshan Style Files with Cat. I am Kartik and today is National Handlooms Day. So today I'm going to talk to somebody very special. Am I audible, right? If somebody can, write in the comments. Of course, अगर इससे आवाज नहीं आ रही तो दिल से तो आ ही रही होगी. As always. So alright, today is National Handlooms Day and जिनको नहीं पता Instagram पे सुबह से अब तक तो पता चल ही गया होगा ना क्या है. So alright, so in 2015 PM Mr. Modi started this day called National Handloom Day, and in 1905 Swadeshi movement was started on August 7th. So that's why we are celebrating, this is the 6th Handloom Day, and the idea is basically to uplift weavers, artisans and everybody in the segment. And today I have somebody special who is into the craft business and who has a vision of uplifting karigars, weavers, artisans in handicrafts and handlooms. And so I think I'm doing a lot of injustice to her personality. I will accept the request and we can start the live. So Shabina is right here.
Hi,
Hello.
Kartik. Hi.
How are
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Lovely setup, and you are also looking very pretty.
Thank you so much. Same to you. Even I like your backdrop. It's nice
Thank you.
and
So I
comfy.
wanted to have that vibe, handicraft, handloom, and so that we can have a lovely discussion today.
Yeah, sure.
So why don't you introduce yourself first, and maybe a little bit about your brand, what made you start? I know you had a very fulfilling career before that, but how did you make that first move?
Okay, the first move started when I took my break from my work for obvious family reasons. And that's when I thought of doing something which interests me, which was, of course, related to arts and crafts. Having that, gene in me related to creative field. So I started this venture of Pratansha uh, some years back, trying to give platform to artisans, to weavers, to karigars, so that they can promote their craft, if not directly via medium. Also, I wanted to promote these dying crafts of India, which are very rare to find, which is losing its charm in today's time. So, having that concept in mind, I started with handicrafts from each state, bringing it together and presenting in a contemporary way, in a way you and me will use it in today's time. And what interests me about handicrafts is since I am close to nature, I love doing, getting stick to natural things, being pottery or painting or drawing, anything related to or planting and gardening. So this definitely the craft related to weaving, the process of weaving or the process of hand block print, the process of making dokra craft or any handicraft for that matter uh, is so intricate. It's so involving. That was the first thing to start with, which got attracted me. And then I tried meeting these people, the artisans in villages and remote areas, and try to understand how much effort goes in each craft when it comes as a end product to a consumer. We are not aware how much effort, time is getting into it. So that was the main reason, and it pulled me towards the craft. And here I am trying to bring different and unique, craft forms under one platform, which is Pratansha.
That's really lovely because with the whole idea and the air of local for vocal for local and handmade and vocal for handmade. So it is very important that new brands, homegrown brands, come up, and showcase the talent, like act as a middleman, also give design inputs, marketing inputs, and just reach the make the products reach the right consumer in the from India, out all the cities in India and abroad, wherever people are fond of. And the moment you show Indian handicrafts or handlooms to people abroad, they go crazy, like
Yes,
much more than us. So
exactly, exactly.
yeah, so I have a question. Like, do you think, I mean, there's a perception or a myth that Indian handlooms, they have very ethnic vibe in terms of the product range. So when I say Indian handloom, somebody will quickly, visualize a sari or a kurti or a kurta, be it in menswear or women's wear. So, what are your comments on this topic? That whole perception of being ethnic only.
See, the perception is changing with time now, with so many, companies and organizations, even startups coming and trying to bring the traditional wear in a contemporary form, which is easily available now, available online or in stores. And that is an attempt even I'm trying to do through this platform of Pratansha, wherein all the crafts which are available we try to get together and make it in a form and bring it in a contemporary way that it is easily available and accessible and understandable to today's youth and generation, who look for things which are little out of the box. They don't want to wear the routine thing, but once they know that this craft or this handicraft or this handloom is available in this style of outfit, I'm sure people love it. I mean, my experience so far presenting it to the youth and customers, clients I have, they really like the idea that oh, it's an old traditional thing, but oh, you have bring it in such a form that I can wear, you can wear, anyone can wear. So it is not restricted only to a traditional outfit, a kurta or a sari or ghagra choli. There is more to it now. So with the designers, coming up, even people who are not designers but they have an eye for it, are bringing it, in some way or the other, so that this traditional culture and heritage can be taken to the next level, taken forward for generations to come.
Sure, sure. So, people who have just joined, hi, I'm Kartik. I'm having a discussion with Shabina, and she is the founder of Pretansha. And she, mainly deals in handicraft and authentic handicraft and handloom products because the term authentic is very important. So, if you have
Yes.
any questions, you can write in comment box. We'll take it towards the end of the session. And we just you just mentioned that youth is getting attracted and all these things. So, according to you, why do youth of India or globally need to adopt handicrafts and handlooms in their day-to-day life? Like, what are the attributes maybe you can list, and like why should they use it?
See, first
That's
of
a
all, it is, yeah, whether it is youth or it is older generation or any generation, the most important thing is to be connected to your roots, to your culture, and to your heritage. And the best way to do is, what with your attire, what you wear. So, it is very easy to recognize, oh, this is a craft from this particular state, and, combine that from India. So, we being a country full of culture and heritage, we should not lose that root, to anything. So that is very important if today's generation get what they are looking for in their desirable style, but in traditional form. I am sure they would not want to, leave that. And secondly, if they are connected to their roots and this culture, it also gives, uh, the weavers, the artisans, opportunity to continue doing their work, and the craft, can be preserved. Otherwise, down the line, this will become the ancient craft, a rare craft which is difficult to find. So it is very, very crucial and important that today's youth and generation stick to the roots, the culture, and in whichever form, not necessarily, as you say, traditional sari or today, I don't think even sari is considered traditional. It is more of a, comfortable wearing now. So it is more in. People love to wear sari. It's very comfortable. So whichever way form they want, they can, but they should be associated with the craft so that they can take this to the next generation of theirs. So it is important.
I think, yeah, very, very important point you have mentioned that, the grassroots level and your roots. Basically, it said that your roots call you back. So
Yes.
today, people are out there in different parts of India and different parts of the world. So I mean, it's always suggested. I cannot say you should, which I usually say, but yeah, you need to connect with the roots, with the cultural heritage. So I just want to tell everybody that, handloom is a kind of it's not a machine, but yeah, it's a compiled thing. So you weave threads and you make a fabric, and primarily electricity is not required. So even when you make a sari, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 days, and we have various types of handloom fabrics out there, from cotton to silks, and you have Kanjivaram saris where real gold and silver wires are used and all those things. So continuing with this, why don't so I saw your recent collection, and you contemporize a lot of silhouettes. I mean, you take the authentic fabric and contemporize in terms of, let's say, shorts, pants, and short kurtas or long shirts or dresses. So why do you feel there's a need to contemporize, and a lot of brands, homegrown brands like we are talking about, should focus on this also, instead of just portraying handloom as a sari fabric?
See, the traditional attire is any which ways required, and it's there for years now, and it's gonna be there because there is a need in market. But you also have to keep in mind the changing needs of the youth, the current generation, or the clients. So keeping that in mind, it is important to get into something which they want. As we discussed that today's youth generation want a typical kind of a attire. So presenting that in a traditional way will solve this purpose that they want a contemporary look, and I want to offer you the same look in a traditional way, which you can't say no. And this will be different and better because it's not seen earlier. And all these weavers and handloom, the work is so rare and exclusive and intricate that you can't find another piece of it somewhere. So it is what you have today is an exclusive piece which generations to come will, when you get an old sari or old dress from your mother or your mother-in-law, you get excited. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. It's not you can't find it today. Even if you are ready to pay a price, even then you can't find it. So it is important, and also for expansion of any business and community change to to adapt that change is also important. So we have to move with times, keeping the authenticity of the craft. We should not lose that.
True, true. That's really amazing, to listen from you. And so, since you work on the grassroots level with the weavers directly, and you go to places, villages, and craft clusters. So, what do you think? I mean, see, we are sitting in the urban spaces and just ordering and wearing and chilling in the parties and all that. But you work with the grassroots people. So what do they need, or what do they expect from people out there in terms of buying, in terms of fame, or what do you think? What are their needs? How brands can help them?
First of all, the best thing I like about all these artisans that they are very simple at heart. So they don't have very big desires. They are simple people with a lot of creativity and a lot of exclusive things to show to us. So as an artisan, the only requirement they have that the product reaches the market and they get the right price for it, so that they can sustain themselves. So as an I mean, and of course, if they get a platform where they can upgrade themselves, then why not? And that is what I try to do. My firm try to do that. If I'm able to give that platform to artisans to pull them their creativity to show to the entire world, I have all the means to do that. So I would want to give that platform to them, that please come, and we can do it together, we can grow together, and we can preserve this culture and heritage together. And you need to have that passion for that to reach that level. Of course, being into a business, money is important, but that should not be the prime focus. There are other things. You need to have love of that craft, love for artisans. You have to go and see how dedicatedly and with simplicity they create each piece. So that is the most beautiful thing about the entire process. When you go and meet them, even if you want to design something of something of your own, they are happily and willingly to do. They're happy to do it.
Yeah, I think I also agree, and it's a great insight which is coming, that people. Primary thing is we can buy their stuff, that is going to uplift, because they are integral part of socio-economic growth of the country also.
Yes.
And moving forward, I mean, do you? I suggest you can you give some tips for new designers or new brands or new design students? How can they carve a niche like you have done, and work on this particular segment and take the crafts forward?
See, I think the easiest ways to do is for that matter, anything you want to do. First of all, it has to come from within inside to do it. And secondly, whenever you get an opportunity where you are meeting a artisan or a craftsman, just try to understand where that artisan and craftsman is placed, and how you can in some way help that artisan and craftsman with your probably uh, the sorry the profession you are in, the platform you're able to provide to that artisan, whichever simple way, whether it is helping that person buying a product, or guiding that product, or probably if you have some skills, share that skill, and you can tell them that this is a better way to go ahead. So if you accept those things, share those things, I think at any student or a fashion designer or a startup, anyone can go ahead with that level. It's just that together we have to do it. It can't be one person's efforts. I can't alone do everything. I need artisans. So to make them understand that we need them, we have to value them, not with money, but with, of course, appreciating their work, and bringing them forth, and try to build that gap which is there. So if that happens, I guess whosoever is interested can achieve it by doing a small bit from their side.
Yeah, very nice. Nicely, you have just compiled the whole essence that it cannot be a Karigar and a Sahab working together. It has to be on
Yes.
the same platform. That is the only way you can work together. So I think we can take some questions if somebody has a question. Okay, there's one called, what will be the impact of scrapping the handloom board? Does it even matter? So I think on August 5, there's a
Yes.
this thing issued by government that Indian Handicraft Board is being abolished. Not even they'll figure out something what to do about it. So, do you have any news on that, or what are your
I
views?
I read about it. I don't think it is a right move because if there is a authority which is there who is checking this, tracking this, and there are some guidelines to handicrafts, handloom for the betterment of our society or the artisans. It is very important that procedures and guidelines. I will say in a very simple है कि अगर डर नहीं होगा तो सब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. So it is very important that some board, some authority, people to check what needs to be done should be there to preserve this craft. It is very important that we preserve the heritage, and for that some board, some authority needs to be there. Some rules has to be followed. And those who think that it is not important, maybe they don't understand that how crucial it is in our country for a system to be in there so that things can go smoothly.
So yeah, I think it was one such body where high-level bureaucrats were not involved, but real people who have been in the industry and worked, tirelessly were involved. But let's stay on the positive side. Government is yet
Yes,
to release something new, so maybe we have even better thing which can uplift Karigars. So somebody has written, I have yes, I have a 50-year-old my mother-in-law's saris. Every time I wear it, I get a lot of compliments. So
so
that's a beauty.
that's the
That's a
beauty of
beauty.
traditional attire, that when you get something which is so traditional and old and still the same, because uh, pure things remains pure. It will never get faded or bad in the value of the product or the material and fabric. Since these are all hand woven and natural, it stays like this forever. So when you go and gift your next generation, with you can say, oh, this is like 30 years old, or 20 years old sari or a fabric that was inherited to me by my grandmother or my mother-in-law. So it has emotions to it, of course. So one needs to be passionate about all the handicrafts, handmade stuff, because it involves a lot of time, and of course you need passion, creativity, and love is also there. Without that emotion, it is not possible.
So you have, a lot of times mentioned throughout the session, love, love, love. So now I come to the title of, why we kept it Indian Handlooms Expression of Self-Love. I personally work on this topic called self-love and body positivity. So it is very important to, kind of go deep inside you and understand that you are much more than your body. And similarly, on the other hand, when Karigar or a weaver or an artisan is making something, a lot of labor of love goes. It is
Right.
not a machine thing that you press a button and the pattern is cut and on the next table it's stitched. There's a
Right.
lot of thought process, a lot of sweat, blood, and everything goes in. So the whole idea of self-love comes from that. Somebody is passing on a piece of heart to you. You are
Yes.
paying it. That's the secondary part. But the emotion which is translated in the patterns, in the breathability of the fabric or things like that is cannot be compared. So somewhere, there's a question which comes that it is too expensive as compared to fast fashion products. So what are your thoughts?
See, saying it that it is expensive will not be doing justice to the craft and the efforts go into it. You have to compare apples with apple. You can't compare a handmade product with a machine-made product, because maybe when you look at it overall, it maybe look the same. But if you go and see, with the authentic eye, they are not. So you always pay a little more for a rare thing which you are getting, an exclusive thing which you are getting, wherein a hard work is involved. Not that machine work people are not working, but if you compare, of course, the labor is more in any kind of handicraft. So when you're buying any handicraft, the price should not come in your head first. It should be that you're possessing that craft which is gonna be there with you for some time or for lifelong. And also it's an exclusive piece only just for you because it came to you. So pricing here, people have this notion, but they have to understand that a lot of things go into a product when you're pricing it, and that's why at times if you compare, machine made product are cheaper than the handmade product, and that is the beauty of a handcrafted product, whether it is a painting or it is a handloom or it is a fabric or it is a jewelry, anything. So it will not be fair if we say that it is expensive.
So yeah, I think I strongly agree with you. And also the impact on environment is, very easily neglected when it comes to fast fashion. In the world of social media, we want to, wear new clothes every day. But also at the same time, we need to understand that in long run, how much these cheap fabrics or, man-made things might not go well with the environment as compared to your handlooms and handicrafts. They are going to stay for ages, and the of course they will be in your wardrobes, but in your heart as well. So I think I
Definitely.
had a lovely session. Do you want to add any concluding point?
I would like to say that people who love handicrafts and those who don't, they are not fond of it. Try using handmade products. Try to buy local. Uh, Empower Indian artisans. Empower karigars of India, uh, so that the heritage and spirit of our culture, is alive, and you can show it to your generation, the next generation to come.
That's a great thought. So personally, as a blogger, I suggest we need to uplift everybody around us. So and definitely weavers, artisans, and people involved in the industry who can give you a premium quality of product which has cultural connotation and amazing quality and a lot of love. So I just want to conclude today's session by quoting one quote from Joan Erickson, and I quote: "A good life is like weaving. Energy is created in tension. The struggle, the pull and tug are everything." So that's how a weaver works hard to make a fabric. And similar, prospect is there for your life. So we need to deal with this tug of war between situations and our choices and all that. And that's how one can move ahead in life. So definitely vocal for handmade. And I wish you good luck for your brand. And many
Thank you
more
so much.
homegrown brands should come and serve all of us. All right. See
Yes,
you. Have a
thank you
great
so
evening,
much.
Sabina.
You too,
And
Kartik. Thank you so much. Bye.
thank you. See you soon.
Thanks. Yeah, sure.